Hi everyone, Jason Marquartis here with Landmark Property Management. Are you interested in becoming a property manager or just interested in getting into the property management industry? Or maybe you're trying to get into real estate investing but don't know how to get started. Property managers handle the day-to-day operations for rental property, so it can give you a huge leg up when it comes to real estate investing. And what better way to learn property management and real estate investing than to get in the industry and get paid to learn. So today I'm going to go over my 6 most important steps into getting into the property management industry. Number 1 is going to be property management education. And I broke this down into 2 different forms. Number 1, formal education, and then number 2 is non-formal. Now, I went to school to be a teacher, but I am not a huge fan of formal education. I would classify this as getting a degree, could be in real estate or finance, MBA. None of that is really necessary for real estate. Of course, it will help, can help, but I do think there are better ways than going to school for 4 years and racking up that student debt. The second thing, non-formal education, is my favorite, and that could come in the form of books, seminars, webinars, just having a mentor teach you things, podcasts. There is a never-ending supply of information out there, and I just suggest diving into as many as you can and just soaking up as much information as you can. Number 2 is going to be skill building. So property management is based on a ton of different soft skills, things like problem solving, communication, leadership, empathy, all that stuff. I highly suggest just working on these skills. You can take, again, classes or listen to podcasts, webinars, but definitely you want to practice these skills and use them. In property management, you are going to be using these things all day, every day. That is that's what property management is. So highly suggest working on these soft skills. Number 3 is licensure and industry certification. So in Illinois, you need a license to be a property manager. And that will vary from state to state. So you definitely want to check into that. And then the second thing is the industry certification. So again, not necessary, but if you're trying to get a leg up on your competition, these can certainly come into play. So there are things like CPM, Certified Property Manager, there's CCIM, there's ARM, there's a million different acronyms. I would just Google them, check them out, and see what is a good fit for you. Number 4 is gaining experience as a property manager. Now, I understand you're not a property manager and you're trying to get into the industry, so you say, how do I gain experience as a property manager? Well, there are a couple different ways. Number 1, I would recommend maybe reaching out to your network, your family, friends, colleagues. If anyone has rental property, maybe you can get involved and help them in some capacity. Maybe you can take over tenant communication, or maybe you can collect the rent for them or coordinate the maintenance or something like that, just to get your feet wet. And then number 2 is actually reaching out to property managers or property management companies, maybe sending cold emails or sending a letter, and just say, hey, I would love to get involved in some capacity. Maybe I can shadow you for a day, or maybe I can do an internship or something like that. We do have that from time to time, and we've brought those people on board, and it actually works out really great. It is good to share our knowledge. It's good to get some help, and yeah, it's a good way to gain experience without actually getting a job. Number 5 is going to be networking with property managers. And just like anything else in life, your net worth is your network. So, whatever you want to be successful at, you need a network, and property management is no different. So, I would highly suggest finding property managers, and you can do that in a number of different ways. Of course, Bigger Pockets or LinkedIn. Your local real estate meetups always have 1 or 2 property managers there. You can go to industry trade shows or conventions, seminars, classes, all that good stuff. You can kind of mingle with these property managers, get their contact info, strike up a relationship, pick their brain, all that kind of stuff, and that will pay dividends when it comes time to actually breaking into the industry. And then last but not least, the most important part, of course, is applying with property management companies. And I am very much a quality over quantity person. So of course you want to have an adequate quantity. You want to cast a wide net. You want to look on BiggerPockets and Indeed, Monster.com, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. But at the same time, you want to make sure you're not taking the shotgun approach. You want to research these companies and make sure that they're a good fit for you as well. And then I like doing certain personalized things. So maybe sending a personalized email to the HR person, or to one of the property managers or the boss or whatever. Or maybe my favorite is just doing a very short, like 1-minute intro video. We get dozens, sometimes hundreds of applications for a particular role, and you could be the only one who sends in that personalized video, and that pretty much takes you to the top of the stack of applications, in my opinion. So just trying to figure out a way to get it a little bit more personal and kind of separate yourself from the pack. All right, I hope this helped. If you have any questions about property management, or how to get into the industry, or would like any help, consider us at Landmark Property Management a resource. We're always happy to help. You can check us out on our website at chicagospropertymanagement.com. That's Chicago's with an S, chicagospropertymanagement.com, or give us a call. Thank you.